Hello, my name is New York City Trucking. I have some ideas while I'm working and I don't share them with anybody, so I'm going to start sharing them. Here we go. Now, the first thing I'm going to talk about is seeds. I believe that every person carries with them a lot of seeds in their minds. And we might look at a seed and say, what good is that? It's just one seed. That's not very powerful. And we might find ourselves in these forests and gardens of reality. We may say that these forests are frightening or beautiful, and these gardens are beautiful or poisonous and scary or feeding us, or we're finding shelter in these forests or getting food from these gardens. But where do you think these forests and gardens come from? They all come from seeds. And when you plant seeds, not all of them grow, but some of them definitely do, because we can look around and see the harvest of ideas of those who have lived before us. We didn't we used to live outside in the elements, and we would have to hunt for food, and if it rained we would be wet. And then we invented the roof. We invented the house, and now we've invented the personal phone that everyone has and can just talk to anyone anytime. And soon we're going to be plugged in all together. And we did that with our ideas. And every single one of that just started with an idea. And you might think, all right, those are grand scale options. Well, I'm just a person. I don't work for Apple or Google or whatever the next thing is. But every seed counts. Every seed is a tree in the forest, or a plant in the garden, or a new type of food in the farm. Every seed matters, and all of these seeds can be positive or negative, and it makes a huge difference. And I tell you that we have a choice to plant these seeds that come from us or not. And if we don't, that number is zero, and zero times a billion is zero. Zero does not add up. But if we plant a seed and that's a 0.0001, it's a very small number. It may seem very insignificant, but that number for one can grow. And if it does grow, it can become unfathomably powerful and huge. It also can add up. 0.00001 plus many other 0.0001s, times a million times, because it will happen a million times. Well, now that's a substantial number. And if it does magnify and multiply, it becomes a forest, it becomes a garden, it becomes a farm, it becomes something that feeds the next generation. It comes from a seed. And we have these positive and negative seeds, and we can use them, we can give them to one another. If I see a stranger and I say, hey, you suck, you shouldn't be out here, fuck off, that person is going to have a bad day. That person is going to go home and be like, I just went out, I was walking around, some random dude came out of nowhere and told me I sucked and told me that I didn't have any value, and now I'm thinking about that. And now I'm spending my time thinking about that. And it didn't take any energy or any thought for me to be a jerk to that person, but it really affected their day, and it might even have an effect on their long-term life. People's words matter, and we think about it. But if instead of that, I just use basic kindness and basic respect for others, which is very easy. And I'm not saying you got to kiss anybody's ass. That's ridiculous. You don't got to put yourself out for nobody, but just have a basic decency for others, a very basic decency. It's easy. It's easy. That now has a positive impact, and people will then want to be more positive themselves. And living in a positive reality is awesome, because no one asks to be here in this reality. We don't choose to be born. And there are things in this world that suck. We know that. And we can make this world suck, and it sucks. And we all just want to fucking die. And that's not good. And a lot of us know that feeling, and it's suffering. And guess what? Suffering is all over. There is no bottom to the pit of suffering. You can explore suffering your whole life, and you will never find the end of the journey of suffering. It's unfathomable. It's way greater than humanity. However, that said, joy and discovery and beauty and love is also greater than humanity. Hooray! And we know that love isn't just something that people made up, because we have pets and we take care of animals and they show us love. If you've ever had a dog or a cat, you can feel the love from that dog or cat in over its lifetime. That's not something that we're invented or put upon it. So love is a powerful force that we all share throughout all life. And you can even fathom that our brains can be aware of love, but if love is a force that is intrinsic to life, then maybe even living things that don't have a brain, like a plant, somehow experience love and pain, but just not in the way we do. I'm not saying you shouldn't cut a plant down to eat it or whatever. Like, that's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that love and suffering is all around us. It permeates all life. And we do have a choice. And it's so easy. Like right now, what I'm saying, these words, all I'm doing is pushing air across my vocal cords and holding up my fucking phone. It doesn't take a lot of energy for me to do this. It takes almost no energy at all. It's like next to sleeping. And it matters. Every effort we make matters. Every effort is a seed that grows. And life can be terrible. Life can be awesome. Life is both terrible and awesome. That's facts. That's reality. You can't fight reality. That's not a fight you're ever going to win, because reality exists before we do and it exists after we do, and it is real. And we are temporary in these bodies. And so I encourage everyone to just make any minimal effort every day to just do anything positive at all, even if it's something that takes almost no effort. Because if you do nothing, there will just be nothing. If you do one small thing, then you've done one small thing. And if there are 8 billion small things, whew, that's a whole lot of stuff. And that's a whole lot of good, powerful, positive stuff. And that can happen. And that can be real. And it is real already too. And people do that. So do it.